And we're back with another episode of the Lakers Fast Break podcast. It's Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here from Lakers Fast Break, Pop Culture Cosmos, where we cover the latest news and trends in pop culture each and every week, twice a week, wherever you get your podcasts on the latest Pop Culture Cosmos. We had a great conversation talking about AEW, All Elite Wrestling. What's gone wrong with AEW and can it be fixed? John Orlando and I go ahead and talk to you guys about what we saw in AEW, how it was, the highs and lows, and well, where can it go right again? Because I know there's a lot of things that people say, including us, think that could change and get fixed about All Elite Wrestling. So hear that out on the latest PC Multiverse on the Pop Culture Cosmos channels, wherever you get your podcasts. Yeah, that's JSJ. I know that a lot of people were asking that at the very end. Yeah, just interesting sights to say the least. I'll leave it at that. But also as well, of course, the Lakerholics crew, but they unfortunately will not be here this weekend. It's Lakerholics.com. So stop by there, give them some support. John Costa will also not be here. They will not be here. He will not be here, but go ahead and support John Costa. He's going to do his 3-minute Laker game report at Lakers Corner. So go ahead and check them out there on YouTube or wherever you get your social media as well. And speaking of Lakers Corner, the playback for Lakers Corner will be live for the next game. Also, as well, don't forget playback for the Joe Soro experiment as well, because I don't know after tonight's drama going on behind the scenes as far as the chat is concerned. If I'm going to have the Lakers fast break up on playback on this for the Lakers next game, I might take it down because you know what? I want my life to go easier. I had a not a very good day, and you guys on playback didn't make it any easier today. So I'm probably going to shut down the channel on playback here. And I don't know if I'm going to bring it back up. I'm going to contemplate that, or I may actually just shut it off, except for one person, me, and just enjoy the game by myself. I might do that. I don't know. But again, playback on LFB is yet to be determined for the foreseeable future after what you guys have been going through on that as far as guys not acting civilly to each other in the chat, disagreements. People can disagree. Hey, if you don't agree with someone's take, ignore. It's just that simple. It's a free service on playback. You guys can't accept that and act accordingly and enjoy the game and watch the game, then maybe there shouldn't be a playback on the LFB. But you know what? It's up to you guys. But yeah, think I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure playback is just down for a little bit. I don't know. I may bring it back up. I may not. We'll have to wait and see. But of course, as well, you got me here on the YouTube channel. But yes, it is the Lakers fast break. Truly cannot thank you enough for joining me. Hopefully, I'll be able to get in Mark over here in a second because I know Joe Soro is also out and about. Right there for you. He is out there with the family, spending some time. It's funny how John Costa said he was going down to Southern California, and he said that around the same time that Joe was heading out of state. Funny how that always works out between those two after they got into all those tussles together themselves. So I don't know. I have to approach them on the next time they're on with me on the same stage at the same time. We'll have to wait and see. But again, uh, all right, whatever, Joe, whatever. But this is, of course, the Lakers fast break. The Lakers came into today needing a win to go ahead and make sure that they've got themselves a home game for their quarterfinal round of the fabulous Emirates NBA Cup. And they faced off in the Thank You Nico Bowl against, of course, the Dallas Mavericks. Anthony Davis, conveniently timed, must have gotten permission from the owner because, or governor per se, because he got to go ahead and play in today's game. Cooper Flag was there. And of course, also as well on the other side, you had Luka Doncic, you had LeBron James, and you had Austin Reeves playing today against the Dallas Mavericks. And I'll tell you what, Austin Reeves keyed the Lakers, kept them in the game. Lakers carried for an early lead. At halftime, Dallas actually overtook them, got a little bit of a good run going, got ahead by a couple points at the half, but you know what? After that, Lakers set themselves apart in the third and fourth quarters, locked down on some defense in the fourth quarter, really decided to go ahead and separate themselves. And you could clearly see where the difference is at between these two teams, even with the size differential that Dallas has, because the talent differential, the playmaking differential is on the side of the Lakers. And Austin Reeves showed you why he is playing like an all-star, playing like a guy who wants some serious cash coming in this day. Austin Reeves, 38 points, 8 rebounds for him. Luka Doncic, 35 points for him, 10 of 18 efficient shooting, 4 of 9 from 3. Austin Reeves was 6 of 8 from 3, 11 from the free throw line from Luka Doncic, 11 assists for Luka Doncic. All around a really, really solid game from him. But Austin Reeves, again, at times was a key to our offense today, especially because he got nothing. LeBron James chipped in with 13. Rui Hashimura, after struggling most of the game, kicked it in late in the third quarter, picked it up with 4 threes himself. DeAndre Ayton chipped in with 17 and 8, and the Lakers dusted off the Dallas Mavericks in the thank you, Nico Bo, 129 to 119. Intel's in the chat. Truly appreciate you joining us. Let's go. Thank you so much. Absolutely. El Rosto says Lakers offense can just keep the pressure on. Absolutely. That's what they did, because the defense wasn't great at times, but the offense still kicked it in gear. And that's what I've been talking about, that the Lakers offense, one of the top 5 offensive starting units in all of basketball, showed you why tonight, because the various they have. If you need a lob or you need a post up, you go to DeAndre Ayton. If you need a 3 out there, timely 3, actually 3 threes in a row, Rui Hashimura gave you that in the second half. If you need playmaking, a one-on-one, you've got LeBron, you've got AR, and you've got Luka. So many different options when they give you on as far as the starting lineup is concerned. Yes, would you like to see the defense a little bit better? But hey, they did enough in that third quarter, and especially in the fourth, to really start separating themselves. They got into a double-digit lead and made it a comfortable 10-point win for the Lakers. 129 to 119. Great to have you here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Serge. Great to have you here as well. Joe is texting, could be sending some stuff in the chat, and never put me in the same category. Mouth breathing, blah, 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 blah. We'll put you in the category of any gutter piss you want, as far as it's concerned, Joe, because that's what you're doing right yourself right now. But you want to come in here and say differently? Come on the show. Come on the show and say differently. I don't know what you guys were. I don't know what you were talking about, but there you go. I'm always mouthing off to you, Joe, because you don't scare me. Actually, you don't scare much of anyone, but that's neither here nor there. But hopefully we get Mark on here as well. Hopefully in a second. It is, of course, Gerald Glasser. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Hope you had a great and happy Thanksgiving, and hope you found the deals that you needed to get on Black Friday. Hopefully you got some good deals. All right, there you go. Welcome, Daniel. How you doing, DBSH? Yo, go ahead and check out what he's doing today at Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Also, don't forget my good friend as well. Obviously, you got to go ahead and make sure you got him taken care of. It is Drip Show at Drip Show Shop on Instagram and Twitter. Speaking of Black Friday, speaking of holiday gifts you need to get your family, no better place to go. See this awesome pillow of Kobe and Gigi. Look at the quality on that right there. Of course, you've seen the poster at John's room. You've seen the canvas art right behind me of Luka. Let me go ahead. There you go. Luka and Kobe right there for you, right behind me. That quality can be yours. Go ahead and follow at Drip Show Shop on Instagram and Twitter. Go ahead and make sure you're covered there. And then also as well, when you do that, go ahead and message him. Say, hey, Drip, can you do this? Whether it's sports related, pop culture related, doesn't matter. He might be able to cut it for you. Go ahead and let him know what you're thinking, and he might be able to make it happen, because that custom style gift is the best thing you can get for your holiday season indeed. Intel Wild says, with no Smart tonight, our defense was dumb. Yeah, it you can see the kind of effect Smart has as far as his effort on the defensive end. Tonight, he was out with back spasms. Our bench production on both ends was absolutely abysmal. Kleber came in and he was terrible on both sides of the ball. In 4 minutes, 3 fouls and gave you nothing. Vincent didn't give you a whole lot. Laravia gave you a big fat donut as well. I know that John Costa somewhere, because he can't come on tonight, is screaming at Jake Laravia, asking us why did we get him because he's Austin's buddy. Jackson Hayes was 3 of 4 for only 6 points. Gabe Vincent again 2 of 3 for 6 points himself. But the bench really didn't come out to give us much of a hand today, but it didn't need to, because in the end, in the late in the third quarter and again in the fourth, the Lakers again just focusing against these weaker teams for 3 to 5 minutes on the defensive end, putting some defensive stops together. And then that's what they need to get it done against these teams, making sure that they go ahead and get to the line as well, because between Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, they were 19 of 20 at the line. Once again, LeBron James, 13 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds for him. I know a lot of people would kind of concerned about that, but for me, it's more about what's in the win column. And if he's taking a back seat to what Luka and Austin are doing, I think I'm fine with that. Absolutely fine with that, because the results are there. As Mr. Joe Soro would say, he's in the results business, and the Lakers seemingly are getting good results right now. DeAndre Ayton was 8 of 9, 17 points for him, 8 rebounds, 2 block shots. Did get thoroughly beat by, of course, Anthony Davis, who came in back from his injury, got the approval from the owner, 12 points and 5 rebounds for him. PJ Washington led the way for him for 22 and 9. So hopefully we can go ahead and get some good reaction from you guys out there. But again, the Lakers with a nice victory, 129 to 119. They move on in the NBA Cup. Maybe they'll be headed to Vegas. We'll have to find out. We'll have to wait and see how it's going on. Legend, hopefully you're here, my friend. Come on as well. I think I sent you a link if you're able to go ahead and join me. Intel says Reeves is going to get 35 plus now. Boy, his stock went up. Yes, his stock has gone up indeed. And here he is, the Australian masterman behind all that is good in Australia, the bane in Sports Baby's existence. It is the Gasol bro
Shout
himself. There you go. Yeah, shout out. You usually are shouting at him for some reason. It is
we're
Mark. For now, the keywords are for now.
Because we haven't spoken.
It is Mark, exactly. There you go. Mark, aka Xbox. Mark, great to have you here, my friend.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, well, I always want you to come on, but I know you're busy work and all that.
I know.
First, but this
Works
is the weekend
well today,
for
though.
you.
It's a Saturday. Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm keeping you away from the ladies out there at Surfers Paradise, so I know that's a little bit troubling.
I've missed this. I've heard there's some special action behind JJ. I couldn't watch the last quarter, unfortunately. We won't go there, but yeah.
Oh, there was some special action.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe I've missed it, man. Oh,
yes,
Jesus! I'm gonna have to watch the replay.
You would have been slobbering all over that.
I know.
Just say yes.
I know.
Yeah, they were very lovely young ladies. I'll just leave it at that. Yes, they inspired our playback crowd indeed. But again, going back to the game itself in the Nico Harrison Bowl, as I call it, Dallas. The first half, back and forth. Nobody seemed really interested in locking down each other on defense. It was just kind of your turn type of deal. It wasn't until the Lakers started focusing in the fourth quarter, put a run together, put some stops together, and with Austin pretty much carrying the way in that first half, Luka coming in intermittently, it was Rui in that fourth quarter finally coming to life and hitting some good shots that helped us get the victory today. What are your thoughts, Mark?
Yeah, Honestly, like, yeah, we can sort of reflect on the defense, Gerald, but I just don't think it's a factor tonight. Feel like tonight was just about winning for them, and they sort of maybe saw it as a little bit of a shootout. They kept it tight at halftime. Honestly, man, like going into halftime, sometimes you'll read the LFB playback chat or Joe's chat, etc., and you might think we're losing by 100 points.
Yeah,
Um,
starting with
I,
JSJ.
well, when he puts the mockers on, we generally win. So that's not a bad thing. But yeah, for me, like not worried going into halftime at all. And what I wanted to see was what we've seen this year is improvement from last year's coming out of halftime. And we needed to come out of halftime, win the third quarter convincingly, or at least get the lead. Bang, we did that. And then we beat them in the fourth quarter again. So we've won the game, 10, 12 points in the end quite easily. Yeah, for me tonight was more about a shootout. Luca has been playing well on defense at times, Gerald. We didn't have Smart tonight, so yeah, I'm about results too, like Joe, and obviously you want to see good performances as well. But for me, we did all we needed to do tonight to beat, the Dallas Mavericks, who were integrating AD back into the team, etc. So we just got to keep rolling. Obviously, we want to see good performances, but tonight on the offensive end, it was okay by some players. And man, like AR, thank you, bro. Like he kept us in the game at times, and then you've just got this moment where we were saying it on Joe's playback before I couldn't speak any longer, but basically, which SB was happy with, but basically, we could see it from a mile away. You're 10 points down or 5, 6 points down. All of a sudden, Luca just rips in 10 points, and then you're up by 4. Like, I wasn't worried tonight. I would have been worried. I was worried about the significance of a loss, man. If we'd lost tonight, oh, wow. All of everything we've done this season would have just been, thrown away. So, nah, we just keep rolling, man. Honestly, like when we went on this little trip here, Gerald, these Utah games, this Dallas game, the New Orleans game, I kept saying we can set up our season. You can get a top 4 spot in the next, including the games we've just been on, plus the next 5 or so. If our boys can go on a little mad run here, and then, man, we're looking at a top 4. Then we start thinking about getting really serious about finals, man, because all the signs are good. Obviously, we've had bad performances against OKC and what have you, but for me, the signs are great, man. And what I'm seeing from Luke is just, I don't know, man. Luke is like, he doesn't seem like he loses games. I mean, and we don't have the best team in the world either, but the dude's just a winner, man. And the team, comes along with him. So, nah, very pleased, Gerald. And just quickly, Gerald, before who's down there? I can't see. Is that
It's
Legend?
Joe. No, it's
Oh,
Joe.
oh, Joey. G'day, Joey. I'll
Yes.
just quickly, Joey. Yeah, Gerald, what you said before about playback. I do apologize if I contributed to any of that. Obviously, there's been a bit going
I'm
on.
just gonna. I'm. You know what? I'm just gonna
Just
go
yeah.
ahead and just shut it down for a game. It may
All
be
right.
longer. I don't know, but I'm just gonna let everybody cooler heads prevail. They can go to Joe's channel, John's channel, but I'm just gonna let it. I'm just gonna shut it down. Oh,
All right. Well,
just
just
take a
just
night,
thanks for
take
what
a
you.
game off because these,
Yeah.
you guys, it's a free service,
Yeah,
and
well, look,
we're
I mean,
all
I
acting down.
said one line. I only popped in there for 1 second, so I
No, it
apologize for
wasn't
what I
just you. It
did.
wasn't. It's not
Yeah, well,
just
it's
you.
just important that you know
It's
that from me, Gerald.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
and
sorry
I
about
appreciate
that.
my you know
And
I got nothing but love for you, my friend. No, no,
yeah, yeah, you
it
too.
it was
And
the whole experience, and
I
believe me,
know.
what you and that the other individual doing were just a minor part. There was other fights.
Yeah,
It was just it takes the enjoyment out
yeah,
of the game, and if you guys this maybe we should just take a day off from playback and just
good
you could
idea.
you could go on right with
We can
our
just host it
Vari's
on
channel and
Joe's
Joe's channel.
channel and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no.
yeah, and
You
they've got
just
200 other Lakers channels that play the game on playback. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I
So
just yeah, thanks for what you do, Gerald. So sorry that you've had a bad experience tonight. That's all.
oh, it's just
All good,
it's
mate.
one of those
I know.
days. One of those days.
I
I'll
only
just
saw.
say
I only popped in there for a second. I delivered a Kobe mic
oh
drop,
yeah,
which
yeah,
wasn't good. Then subsequently left, and yeah, I think there's been all sorts of things going on with
yeah.
Jeremy
There's
and what have you. So I missed
yeah,
all that. But yeah,
yeah.
sorry you copped it, Gerald.
That's
move on.
okay. It's just, again,
We got the
just
W.
the fact
Reflect.
I don't make any money from it, it hurts me
Yeah.
even more, and I'll just leave it at that.
So yeah.
But once
Fair enough.
no worries, no worries. But once again, it is the Lakers winning 129 to 119. They're 14-4, second place in the Western Conference. They now have a commanding lead in their Group B as far as the NBA Cup, and they move on to the quarterfinals. Still trying to figure out exactly how that's wrapping up as far as who they play, if they play the Thunder or if they play somebody else first before they get there. But we'll go ahead and make sure we get that information to you. But here today to go ahead and talk about today's game is a guy calling from Mobile. It is, of course, the guy behind the
Yeah,
Joe
Joey.
Soro experiment and Joe Soro experiment. Joe Soro, Joe, again, back and forth for most of the game. Seems to be a Lakers thing as far as the first half is concerned, but in the third and fourth quarter lately, they've been pulling away with just focusing on getting some stops for about 3 to 5 minutes, and that usually has done the trick so far. And today was no different.
Direct your anger towards the opponent. That's a much more effective frustration killer. Tonight's game was one of the more irritating games because I honestly do not remember during the third quarter for about a 15-minute stretch those assholes missing a shot. And even when they did miss the shot, they got the rebound and scored. Like, I honest to God, for like 15 fucking minutes, I couldn't see a miss. I don't even know how the hell the Lakers weren't down by 20 at some point. Like, it was nuts. Well, I know why, because they're hitting shots too. But there's two things that were really bad tonight. I mean, really bad. Number one, Laravia was like, dude, you're supposed to be getting better, not more scared. Like, why did he not shoot when he got the ball? I don't know what's going on with him. Is he turning into Dalton Connect? But I don't know. It looks like it. And then
Maybe
Kleber,
John was onto something there, Joe.
well, this can't happen. This needs to stop. Like, something needs to change here. Like, you can't, dude. You just like be better. Stop being so gun shy. My God. But Kleber was a disaster, obviously, but that's not something I expect. I don't expect much from him. I just don't. But anyways, those are the two things that I noticed that were really bad in terms of an individual performance. The other part was, for the love of God, can you run some grip drills like between now and the end of the year? Every damn rebound had to slip. It was like watching a bunch of Vandos and Kwame Browns trying to get a fucking rebound. Those things just need to be fixed. Honest to God, that's frustration from our own side. Stuff that's kind of sort of been going on, but other than that, Dallas played out of their freaking minds. They had no business playing the way they did. Don't be surprised the next week they start shooting like 25% from three and like 40% from the field. Watch. They played out of their minds and it still didn't mean dick. So usually when you don't play as well as you're supposed to and you still win, that means that's a good sign that you're a good team. So the Lakers are 14-4 and they're getting everyone's A game. Like, they're the champions. Am I the only one noticing this?
Yeah,
No, you're totally right. Yeah,
They're not even the
They
champs.
played out of their skin tonight, man.
They were a first round bounce last year, and these teams are playing the Lakers like they are back-to-back champions. So I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe these guys are starting to feel it. Maybe they're like, oh man, this team is about to. Because the reason why is Luka Doncic, and obviously Austin Reeves. Luka is.
He's a winner, Joe.
I don't even know how to describe this guy. This guy's basketball IQ is so off the charts. It's rivaling Magic and Bird, because I used to watch Magic and Bird play the latter stages of their career, not even in their primes, and I'm like, these guys know what's going to happen like 4 steps before the next 4 steps. And Luka's the same thing. Like, he doesn't. That awful coaching guy is going to have a field day on this one. He's going to have Luka basically for 15 minutes, just carving everybody up, and that part is really fun to watch. It was really fun watching Reeves. DeAndre Ayton doing the jump hooks was nice. He got stuffed a couple times, but other than that, I was very happy with his performance. And then LeBron wasn't really playing much D, but it's always one of those things with LeBron is you can't you got to play delicately with that. But I did like him as a slasher. I think that conserves a lot of energy. So not having Marcus Smart in there is going to keep our perimeter defense a little lackadaisical. But the Dodgers, I keep saying Dodgers. The Lakers need to acquire one more guy before the deadline, and preferably somebody that can play some defense. Honestly, if they can get that one guy, and if they have to sacrifice Rui for it, I'm okay with that. But the Lakers need one more wing defender, and I think this team has a real legit shot of being a problem.
You're going to want to get something good back for Rui, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying Rui because you got to give up something to get something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd love to keep Rui, but he's the only one that has any value and it doesn't have it's an expiring contract. So if somebody doesn't want to pay him, they have that option. But the Lakers need one wing defender that can score a little bit. We don't need him to be Austin Reeves, but someone that could be a threat. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, far out. Rui played well tonight in the second half. Hey, and he's played well all season. He had a shocker first half, admittedly, and people weren't happy. But I just said he's got to be ready. With Rui, he's just got to be ready. It's the same with Jake. I know Jake and Rui aren't on the same level, but Ravioli's just got to be ready when it counts. And he wasn't tonight, but I think he's got potential to be. Just something I've seen in him. But yeah, what Joe's saying is probably largely right. If we can get someone that can, up the defense here on the wing and can score, maybe you can't replace Rui's 20 points. Maybe you replace it with 14 odd. Maybe it's enough, man. But yeah, what Joe said about Luke is just so right. And if you boys watch European basketball, which, Eurobasket's obviously it's not the NBA, but the way he carries his Slovenian country, man, it's just crazy. Like, Slovenia is a country of how many people you got in LA? Like, it's probably 20 times the amount of the whole country of Slovenia. And this guy takes them to like bronze medal matches and stuff. Insane player that, I haven't seen in sort of like in my lifetime, the ease that someone can score and like the fake out, man. Tonight he threw a pass which faked me out. I was like, there was one where he threw it to the corner to James, and then James threw it to, I think it was Rui, and then Rui back to James. They ended up scoring it, but the fake out was just intense, man. And his step backs, and you can see what it's done to a player like AR. It's given him confidence that even, AR hasn't had the last few seasons. And LeBron's loving it, man. LeBron's, he's always been a bit of a character on the court, but he's absolutely loving life right now. So, man, it's all good, Gerald. Who do we play next, Gerald, and when?
Well, in the NBA Cup, I did just post, I have a poster right below me, that the next NBA Cup game is December 10th. It's the quarterfinals against the San Antonio Spurs. That is the next game. We'll be hosting them, so that will determine whether or not the Lakers go to Vegas. So just wanted to go ahead and make mention of that. The Lakers' next game, Legend, I'm going to be hopping off here in a few minutes. I'm going to have to jet because I've been on the go the entire day, and as you guys have heard me. So I will say that the next game for the Lakers is on Sunday against New Orleans. Legend, let me get you on Sunday. If you could come on Sunday, because I know you said you're coming home to hop on. Let me get you on the rebound on that, as far as get you on Sunday, Legend, if you're listening. So truly appreciate that, because I'll have to be leaving here in a few. But I wanted to go ahead and make mention that if anyone has a thought on where Klay Thompson's career mark has devolved to and where Austin Reeves' career has evolved into, I think you got a good indication of that tonight. He repeatedly scored time and time again on Klay Thompson, and the old
Yeah.
Klay Thompson before the injuries might have put up a much better fight. In fact, he was one of the clear best defenders at the guard position in the league.
Yeah.
But we see the injuries have taken their toll on him, and the craftiness of Austin Reeves was just a little bit too much, and a great performance all around for AR.
Yeah, cool. I won't, we'll get it to Joey pretty soon. But look, Klay Thompson for me is a legend, man. And he went to Dallas to play with Luca, and then it all fell apart. And you can tell that it's affected him. What he did last game against Memphis, where he absolutely snapped at Aldama and then Morant and that. It's just not Klay. Klay's Mr. Chill, Mr. Iceman. And sadly, he's had a strange ending to his career. But man, I'll never forget Klay's, game 3 or game 3 or game 5, whatever. But that one quarter he scores 37. And honestly, man, every time I watched the Warriors in their heyday, I thought Klay was as deadly as Steph. So we can say what we want about Klay. He went to Dallas to play with Luca, and then his heart got ripped out. They're all pretty devastated over there. They're completely lost. They've got the #1 draft pick in Cooper Flag, who, I mean, he's all right, man. But from this prodigy that they were saying he was going to be in that, he doesn't look like that to me. He's still very, very young. He might be the best player that ever plays, but far out, man. When you see what Luka can do, oh man, they're still so devastated there in Dallas, man. And it's not just the fans, man. It's the players. Imagine playing against that tonight, Gerald, and being what
Exactly.
the hell? We've gone from an NBA Finals to now being the worst team in the NBA. That's heartbreaking. So Klay Thompson, yeah, I mean, whatever. He was a great player, and I'll just remember he was a great two-way player, great defender, great scorer. And he's probably holding on a bit too long now. This might be his last year if he can't get be a cherry on top type of player. But yeah, look, they, like Joe said, they brought their best tonight, and it was nowhere near good enough for us. And we were a little bit off the pace too. So some great signs there. And what I wanted to see was that, that reaction at halftime, that third quarter and fourth quarter dominance, which we've been, showing this year more so than years gone by. Something's changed at halftime. I keep saying that. What they're doing, their routine, it's changed. And we've come out and we've dominated the second half. We won by 10 points. So man, I'm stoked. It's Saturday here. Whenever we win on a Saturday, I'm all good. So
There you go,
roll
my
on,
friend.
Gerald.
I have to keep that in mind. Yes, but tomorrow, next game for you though will be on Monday. So it'll be a
Monday,
middle of your
ugly.
workday.
And it'll be like
But
5:30 Monday morning or something. But anyway.
But before we leave, though,
Okay.
guys, I did want to ask, hey, Joe, isn't it strange how John always wants to come down to Southern California when you are heading out to Arizona? I don't know. Is that always about the timing of that? Very curious. Very
4
curious.
letters. FEAR.
Thought I'd get that in there.
I'm just kidding. It's just bad timing. But I told him, I said, you got to let me know ahead of time and then make sure I'm not out of town, but I'll make sure this time I go see him.
So before we head on out, my friend, your last thoughts on your final thoughts on tonight's game before we head on out.
My ultimate thought right now is the Lakers have one transaction I believe that they need to make before February's deadline, and if they're able to bring in someone that can really help this team play a little bit better defense, then they're really only likely going to have to worry about one team. Now they'll still have to compete against some really good teams, obviously, but there's only really one team that if they're at full strength, are gonna be a major issue in terms of them trying to get 4 wins against them, because Oklahoma City plays as good a defense as you can imagine. They have 7 guys that are in the top 10 in terms of defensive rating. So unless something tragic happens to one of their main players, you're going to likely have to deal with Oklahoma City. And as of right now, currently constructed, I don't think they can beat Oklahoma City in a 4-game series. But Luka Doncic, being who he is obviously always going to give you a shot. But they're going to need LeBron James to be maybe not LeBron James of 2020, but they're going to need LeBron James to be half of that for every single game. And half of LeBron James is a good one. Right now, he's getting his legs still under him. I liked a couple of the plays where he went to the basket. I love that 3 that he made that kind of sort of put the game away a little bit. It is an interesting roster.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm it's imperative that guys like LaRavia, guys like the role player types, the Aytons,
Gabe.
I don't trust Gabe. I don't trust Gabe. He's been here long enough for me not to trust him.
JJ does, but man.
Obviously Kleber's done. I just don't see much.
Well,
progress
with Marcus Smart not in there tonight due to
I am
back
very
spasms,
impressed.
that changes things around as far as the bench.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Jackson Hayes when he's in there and he's doing well. But you saw he didn't get a lot of playing time at the end of the game. That's a telltale sign that says when the Lakers play a team that can score, that's when Jackson Hayes gets exploited. He can't keep up.
He's not a good defensive presence.
No, he's not.
Offensively, with the pick and roll, that's his mastery.
Yeah,
but
the dunk.
Defensively, it's just hard. And Maxi Kleber is terrible. He's just a stiff on both sides of the ball. And I think you guys got a good whiff of that tonight. 3 fouls in 4 minutes. He's absolutely just
that was
abysmal.
a nightmare, man.
Lakers will need to acquire a talented wing defender in some way. And we'll talk more about that between now and the deadline. So we have a little bit more. We'll probably find out a little bit more in terms of options, probably right around January. That because right now it's just too early to go, oh, well, let's go get this guy. I don't even know who to choose right now at this point because there's no signs of anyone being available in any way. And that's imperative. They're going to need a defensive wing in some way by the deadline if they want to make a run this year. So that's my button for the night. It was a very entertaining game. Dallas was irritating the shit out of me. Other than that, everyone that's listening, that's on playback, clean your shit up. Stop whining like a bunch of bitches and freaking just watch the fucking game. I'm sick and tired of this Harry high school bullshit, man. Watch the game. If you're upset, get mad at the team that the Lakers are playing like I do. Okay?
Well
no
said.
one is more angry and mean and wanting to end lives than me, but you don't see me yelling at Mark, do you? Now, I only yell at Gerald for entertainment purposes, but that's part of the stick. But you guys got to...
for entertainment, yeah.
Now, once in a while, Vari will say something on our group chat, and I literally... I literally last week asked him, "What the hell is wrong with you?" and it was a vulgar retort to an article, and I go and right away he apologized, and I meant that as kind of like a funny question, but again, gotta stop being the Gestapo, man. You just watch the game. If somebody talks some shit, take it, okay? The only guys that should be
just
banned
ignore them. Don't respond.
The only ones that should be banned from the freaking playback are racist scumbags or guys that are just yapping about nonsense that brings no value to different opinions, different ideas of what to do. That's not warrant to ban. I'm sorry, guys, that you can't do that. Or well, you can do it, but you look like an idiot. So that's it. Again, we'll have the game on Sunday. I'll be back by Sunday. We'll enjoy the evening. If you guys want to talk smack, talk smack. Stop banning people because you don't like what they say, unless it's those two things I just told you. So, have a great evening, or have a good day there, Mark. Have a good
Thanks,
evening,
brother.
Gerald. Have a good
It's
evening,
the afternoon,
everyone.
yeah.
I should say, just have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. And I will see you guys on Sunday.
We'll see you on
Ciao,
Sunday
Joe.
as well. Mark, any last thoughts before we head on out, my friend?
Nah, well summed up by Joe. Really happy with the win. I felt like it was a bit of a shootout. I'm not going to read too much into the defense. And again, Gerald, thanks for everything you've provided on playback, on YouTube. I know today feels like a bit of a long day for you, but you're a really important
Oh,
part
you
of the
know it, my friend.
community. I think it was probably two individuals that kept going off at each other in chat, and hopefully they can sort it out in due course.
It was
Or maybe there was fires all over the shop, but
yes.
suffice to say, the game was great. So
Yes.
if you can just concentrate on the next game and just enjoy it yourself, Joe, that's absolutely fine.
Still thinking about it. Again, maybe cooler heads will prevail, preferably my own, and I'll decide whether or not to put playback on Sunday. But we'll see. I haven't decided
Sounds
yet.
good.
But if I don't, I will let you guys know in a note on the YouTube channel, and then refer you to Joe's channel, and also as well John's channel as well. But again, we will see. I haven't decided. I may just take a game off. We'll have to wait and see. But once again, it is the Lakers fast break. We need to celebrate when we win. Yes, Tough. I wish I would love to be with you on that one, but unfortunately, when you run a channel, sometimes that's not always the case. But again, the Lakers do win 129 to 119. Go ahead and make sure you catch us on the post game, though. The post game is going to come on. That's a for sure thing. Playback, I don't know. But again, the post game is a done deal. There you go. Lakers win. Again, Dallas is hurting. Always good to see.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nico, for everything. Truly appreciate what you're doing. We're gonna the assistant GM of the Lakers, absolutely. Nico Harrison. We're gonna build a statue. That statue is coming, Nico. That statue outside of Crypto is coming. Indeed.
You're welcome at Crypto anytime, bro.
805, great to have you here, but we're heading out. So hit that rewind button to what we were talking about all game. But another great victory for the Lakers. They are 14-4. They are second place in the Western Conference all by themselves. Great to see. Plus, they now have a quarterfinals date on December 10th against San Antonio at the Crypt to determine whether or not the Lakers go to Vegas for this NBA Cup thing. So we will be here for that on the post game. That's for sure. Xbox, you sell jerseys? No, he's just little.
I'm a banker.
There you go. Absolutely.
I can acquire jerseys for you at a
805. I got to head out quickly to take care of a family issue. Nothing of concern. Just someone needs to be picked up on the other side of Vegas, and traffic right now on Black Friday is still pretty heavy. Indeed.
Take care, Tough.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
do what you need to do, Gerald, man. 14-4. Let's focus on the positives. There is a lot of positives, man. Lakers are flying.
Yes, they are. Let's enjoy this weekend. Let's enjoy the Lakers. Also wanted to go ahead and give a shout out. If you're in the Las Vegas area right now, speaking of Black Friday, my good friends at Retro City Games have everything 20% off right now at their video game store. So they got 4 locations, including the Las Vegas Strip.
Wow.
So if you're out there in Las Vegas, 20% off from my good friends at Retro City Games as well. Don't forget Tough. Don't forget Drip Show. Add Drip Show Shop right there. I know, Tough, you were going to talk to him about that. Look at that pillow. Look at those canvas art. There you go. Absolutely. But yes, Drip Show Shop is awesome, man.
Yeah,
Drip Show. To tell you what, he's doing a great job. Love you, man. And make sure you keep up the great work. Again, Mark, great to have you here. Joe, great to have him here. Again, guys, on Playback, be better to each other. Again, if you don't like what someone says, just don't talk to him. Just don't talk to him. There you go.
Yep. I'll be the first to lead the charge on that. Everyone, we got to be better.
Yes. Martin, don't say stuff like that. When you say stuff like that, Lakers fans, past 2 weeks, what's losing? I forgot what that term meant. don't say that, because when you say that, the JSJ rule applies and you start losing. No, I don't want. I want to keep the wins coming. The wins, win Lakers, win. Yeah, NBA 2K6 is half off, $25. I think US dollars right now.
I was
Absolutely.
eyeing it off
Battlefield
too, man.
Yeah, Battlefield 6 is $35, half off. They
Yeah.
just announced that this week as well, so that's going on this weekend.
Oh, wow.
All the what's it also?
Is this on Steam?
Yeah, I think it is on Steam as well.
Yeah.
You might want to check it out. Yes, so it is half off right now as well. Yeah, absolutely. Just
I've been
Borderlands.
eyeing off this
Borderlands
Arc
4
Raiders,
is also.
man. Borderlands.
Yeah, Arc Raiders.
Far
Yeah,
out. This
Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders is popular, Gerald.
Yeah, it blew up 4 million in its first couple days.
Man,
Absolutely. It's
That
done
in
a great
Battlefield
job.
6.
Yeah,
Done
but
really
it
well.
replaced Battlefield 6 at the top of the charts. But
Yeah.
Borderlands 4 is also $35, so that you guys know as well. Take a look at that. As far as Mafia, all the 2K games that are out, they got discounted. All the EA games, they got discounted. So yeah, everybody take that out indeed. Yeah, exactly. All the Electronic Arts games got cut. All the 2K games got cut. Take a look out there. Some really good
And
deals
Gerald,
right now indeed.
don't ignore Game Pass, man, because honestly, anytime you turn on your Xbox, there's like 2 or 3 new games now. Like they are going. I know it's expensive to a degree. They are going psycho with drops, Gerald. So
Well, I was going to say that. I was going to say that Xbox has deals right now, or Best Buy, or there's retailers out there that have discounts on Xbox Game Pass cards or Xbox cards that you could get at a discount. So there you go. All right, there you go.
Sweet.
Same thing for PlayStation as well, and Nintendo as well. Some
Don't
really
worry
good
about that.
discounts across the board. Yeah, don't worry about them. Okay, fair enough. Martin says, I always buy all the sports franchise video games, but I only play a few of them. So many on that are just collecting copies. You might want to see if any are valuable. Go to pricecharting.com to see if any are valuable sealed, because you get some good value on some, not many. Sports games are, because they come out yearly. Some of them are not really that well. A lot of them really aren't that valuable, but there are a couple you can see that maybe has some value. Just want to let you know on that one. But once again, it is the Lakers 129-119. Cannot thank Mark enough for being here in Australia. He's truly done a great job as always. We'll be back on Sunday for the post game for sure. Haven't made up my mind yet on playback, but maybe when my headache goes away, I'll go ahead and make a clear decision.
I'll leave you alone for a day. How about that?
Yeah, that might work. But you can always say hello. No problem on that. But
good.
Yeah, it's everybody else that I kind of worry about. But again, thank you to Serge, doing a great job as always. 129-119. Lakers are 14-4, second place in the Western Conference, and they move on to the quarterfinals in a home game on the 10th of December against the San Antonio Spurs. So for Mark, aka Xbox, it's me, Gerald Glassford. Thanks again for watching this thing. We'll be back on Sunday for the post game for sure. Anything else? I'll let you know.
Good night, guys.
Right here at the Lakers Fast Break Podcast.